everybody, it's Dan from Dan and Bree's Adventures. Today we're going to be going over the good, bad, and the ugly of the 2018 InTech Flyer Pursue. So please stay tuned. Thank you. Alright, the ugly. Let's see if I can get up here. So here you go. Here's where this broke. You can see this is where it was welded. And that just snapped off. This should be able to hold at least 250 pounds. I had two kayaks up here and a couple of other little things. And it didn't hold. But I don't think it was the design of the roof rack, and I'll show you over here. Just want to point out this nice little dent here from when that caved in. But if you look right here, it's just like a tack weld. They didn't weld the entire thing all the way across like they did on the other side. Let me show you the other side. You see that? That weld goes all the way across. That's nice and solid. Well, this piece used to be, but that end's all busted up. So that was very disheartening and sad. So this is the new roof rack InTech sent us to replace the one that broke. And I'm thinking it's probably the same thing that's up there. And then we have to add these for more support. So there's no directions. There was no directions, but I'm assuming it probably goes in like that. So we'll have to see. I'm going to unbox that later and see if that's something I can do. There's a lot of screws. And I don't want to void the warranty by changing it myself and then having the roof leak where those holes are. But I'll take a look. Alright, so the ugly. You have one hinge here, two hinge here, up here. You got three hinge, you got four hinge. Each one of those hinge has three screws, or is supposed to. And when I received it, this one had one screw in it. This one didn't have any. This one here had one screw, and this one was the only one that had three. So the door almost came off. I'm lucky it didn't. Okay, so the bad. The speakers, these are Rockford Fosgate speakers, and they worked pretty well, but I had a connection problem on one side. Let me open it up and show you what I mean. Alright, so here's the speaker. And you'll notice on the back, I don't know if you can see that, this one is nice and complete, and this one is busted off. So this connection kept skipping out, and you couldn't hear, you know, the speaker wasn't making sound every time that would disconnect. What did InTech do? They sent us a brand new box of speakers. So let's go ahead and get those installed and see if it's any better. Okay, so here's the new speaker. Beautiful. Here's the problem. This is the new one. That's the old one. Looks a little bigger. So the new one won't even fit into the hole. You see that? It's just too big. So some more of the bad. This is the RV propane gas detector. This thing goes off pretty much whenever it wants. It goes off in the garage, goes off in the middle of the night, goes off when you're out in the woods, and there's no propane running anywhere. So what did they do? They sent us a new one, the same exact model. So we'll go ahead and install that and see if it's any better. the bad. So I don't know if you heard that. This has little levers here to lock the slide into place, just in case you're on uneven ground. I don't know why you would be, but I haven't touched anything. So the lock doesn't even work. The next thing, and I've had a lot of people ask me questions on this, is the stove. So it's a very nice stove. It's a Dometic stove, but this is morely designed for inside of a camper as opposed to on the exterior on a slide out. And part of the reason for that is there's no shelter from the wind. So when you put something up here, like a pot or something, it still works, but it takes a little bit longer because the wind is getting in here and blowing everything away. All the heat is just getting blown away. All right, the bad. This Dometic, I don't even know if I'd call it a fridge. It might be more of a cooler. For the most part, everything seemed to work out pretty well. I like the spacing. I just moved the divider over. You get a fan up in here. Here's your controls. You can turn it on. And then this adjusts the temperature. I don't really, so I guess you can go to hot and it'll actually heat this up or keep it warm. So I think this is more of a cooler than a fridge. So I've had lots of problems with losing meat, and I'm pretty much going to transfer everything over that's not, condiments into a cooler, otherwise it goes bad. So it's almost kind of comical because everything happened that was bad or ugly was on the right hand side of the trailer. So you've got the kitchen pull-out, your speaker was in there, the roof rack broke on this side, there was no screws on the door, so the only thing on the other side was the propane detector. Okay, one other thing that I don't like, but it's very minor, is that bogey wheel. So the bogey wheel is hard plastic, so when you're in loose gravel or rocks, it's not that very easy to move your trailer around, and it creates a lot of tension on this. So I'm going to see if I can find something like a rubber tire, maybe hard rubber, that I can replace that with. One other bad is just all the keys. I had that in a different video, but this trailer has a lot of different keys. Not one key goes to more than one lock. So we've gone over everything as far as the bad and the ugly. Now we can talk about the good. I love the double door on the back. It's just so nice. I love the mattresses, and then of course the topper that we bought, because you can take it right out if you want. I love all the LED lights. Actually, the whole camper, the whole setup is super nice. The air conditioner works amazing. We've never used the heater yet. The fan, the max fan, that moves a lot of air. Haven't used the radio very much. It's just a Jensen radio. But a big part of that is because of that speaker being broken, and it's still not fixed because they sent me the wrong one. I love the dual windows that you can open up, and there's a screen so you get cross circulation. They put all the outlets in the right place, in the right positions, switches, netting. I mean, everything is just spot on. They've done a great job on the design of this. The roof rack, even though it's broken, the design is amazing. You can hang stuff on the top, mount stuff on the top, you can mount stuff on the bottom, and there's just bars everywhere. The size of the main door, I think it's one of the biggest ones they have out there. It gives you easy access inside. Well, that just about does it for this video. Thanks for watching. All in all, if you're out looking for a tiny mini camper, you can't go wrong with the InTech Flyer Pursue. Their customer service is unbelievable. Like I said, they sent us a new roof rack, propane gas detector, new speakers. Even though they didn't fit, they were too big. It was an upgrade essentially, but you can't go wrong with the InTech trailer. If I can't get the roof rack on myself, I'll let you know how that goes. I bought it at Tom's Camperland. They said they're about 3 weeks out on doing any type of warranty work, and it's been about a week. They haven't called me back, so I'm not holding my breath. So again, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like. Thanks. Bye-bye.